The Marines are accused of being part of a ring that transported migrants from the border to locations in central and northern San Diego County. They were all junior Marines. None of them made more than $23,000 a year. The 28 pages of redacted charge sheets released by the Marines show that all 13 charged are from the 5th Regiment at Camp Pendleton, most from the same battalion. Their battalion can be seen drilling at Camp Pendleton in this Defense Department video taken in September. 6 are charged directly with driving migrants from the Mexico border. The earliest case is from May 19. The most recent case is from July 10th. One Marine is accused of smashing a cell phone to conceal evidence. The charges stem from an investigation prompted by the July 3rd arrest of 2 Marines. Border Patrol agents had spotted 3 migrants climbing into a civilian car on the side of the highway, close to the border. Theron Francisco, Border Patrol spokesman, said smugglers often enlist young drivers who aren't familiar with San Diego.
And they're not familiar with the Border Patrol or how the border region works. And that just plays in the hand of the smugglers. They don't give them a lot of information. They keep it very vague. Hey, I just need to pick up some people at this known location, bring them back here.
In exchange for driving migrants north from the Mexico border to a safe house, the 2 Marines who were originally charged say smugglers promised to pay them $1,000.
These smugglers may think it's a benefit on their behalf to have a Marine or somebody in law enforcement to be a potential load driver.
Last year, a California National Guardsman was arrested for a similar attempt. Smugglers have worked with Marines at Camp Pendleton as early as 1979. That's when a group of Marines and their wives were discovered to have moved several thousand undocumented migrants through Camp Pendleton as a way to avoid a Border Patrol checkpoint. The lure of what some people see as easy money enjoys widespread appeal. Pedro Rios with the American Friends Service Committee, which works with migrants, says plenty of people without ties to the military get caught up in smuggling.
The fact that there's a border wall doesn't stop this type of activity from taking place on either side. There's always has been an attempt to infiltrate some of the agencies, such as the Border Patrol, and exploit some of the loopholes that they have.
Rios has worked with immigration issues since the 1990s. He says these networks have become more elaborate as measures to maintain the border have become more restrictive.
If the Marines were infiltrated in this way, might there be other agencies in the law enforcement world that have been infiltrated as well?
He's right. The highest profile smuggling case in San Diego County involves not the Marines, but 2 brothers who worked as agents for the Border Patrol. Fidel and Raul Villarreal were convicted in 2013 of taking bribes to move migrants across the border in San Diego. In 2018, Raul's attorney argued that his 30-plus year sentence should be lowered before a panel that included federal appellate court judge Susan Graber.
These folks violated their trust and did exactly the opposite of what they were hired by the people to do.
In the most recent case involving the Marines, the ring isn't described as being nearly as sophisticated as the one involving the 2 convicted Border Patrol agents. The Marines aren't releasing the names until the convening authority decides which Marines will face courts-martial. Federal officials have dropped the case against the 2 original Marines charged with human smuggling so they can be tried in military court. Interesting fact, the smuggler never paid the 2 Marines originally arrested in July. The Border Patrol says it's a sign of how hard-nosed human traffickers can be with the people they recruit. Steve Walsh, KPBS News.